Welcome to GitPod Local's Friday, March 13th news brief. I'm Jalen, one half of GitPod Local, the news half, and I'm here to tell you the biggest news of the day. Approximately 5,000 U.S. sailors and Marines are being deployed to the Mideast to support the war in Iran. G.I. Joe claims that the Iranian military is, quote, destroyed, and argues that the Strait of Hormuz attacks are signs of, quote, sheer desperation. And he would know all about that. However, a former Secretary of Defense, still the name of that department, by the way, is surprised that the U.S. had, quote, no plan, unquote, to deal with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz because it's so important, which is why Iran took control of it. Speaking of this war, the Supreme Cheater said today, unironically, that the Iranian war would, quote, end when I feel it in my bones, unquote. Are we talking about the same bones with bone spurs in them? Hey, this might be relevant, but we are 417 days into the Supreme Cheater's second term. And today, the Supreme Cheater's net approval rating is -17. Sorry, I didn't know they'd go that far. Whew, child. That's embarrassing. The oil tankers that the Supreme Cheater seized are costing the U.S. millions of dollars. Why? They had billions to spend on crab legs. Use that money. A new photo showing the Mountbatten Windsor's own Andrew and the UK's former ambassador Mandelson pictured in bathrobes with Epstein. Guys, back then the cameras were so loud. You would have heard them taking all of these photos. So why would you lie so much about not being as close to this PDF file when you knew there were actual photos? Billionaires are not smarter than us. The Supreme Cheater is obsessed with these $140 shoes and won't let anyone leave without getting a pair, which is hilarious when you see little Marco Rubio in a pair too big for him. And finally, after a 7-year legal fight, early photos of an enslaved father and daughter taken in 1850 head home from Harvard to a South Carolinian museum. The descendants of the photographed enslaved father and daughter fought hard to have their photographs returned closer to home. Quote, slavery robbed Renty and Delilah of their humanity, but it was Harvard who robbed them of their story, unquote, their lawyer said. Welcome home, Papa Renty and Delilah. That is your news brief for today. We released a recap of all the news of the week earlier today, so if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share, and restack. If you're not following us on Substack, please do, so you can get this and all of our newsletters and podcasts and straight to your mailbox. We keep up with all the news, policy, and elections for you so you don't have to. Aren't we sweet? Talk to you guys on Monday, and please take breaks whenever you can. Bye!